I'm going to be ranking every England player's performance throughout Euro 2024 and be putting them into a tier list and giving them a rank based on how well they performed. Unfortunately, England did not win the tournament, bowing out to Spain 2-1 in the final. Very, very unfortunate that football hasn't come home once again. So to cheer me up, please smash a like on the video and let me know in the comments what you agree and disagree with for my tier list selections. So let's jump right into this. Starting off with the goalkeeper, we're going to do position by position. We're going to start with Pickford in A tier. Now Pickford, once again, very, very solid for England. Made some big saves in a couple of games and also made a save in the penalty shootout against Switzerland to win us the game. Pickford never really puts a foot wrong. Could potentially be an S tier, but I'm going to put him in A. The only one criticism I have is his distribution. He likes to go long quite a lot. Maybe there's a couple of times where he could pass it a bit short and play out from the back, but other than that, that's my only criticism of him. Next up is the other two goalkeepers in Ramsdale and Henderson, both going to go in E tier. Going to go in E tier just for the sheer fact they had no game time whatsoever. So I have based this on game time and effectiveness when they have played. So Ramsdale and Henderson didn't make an appearance, so they've got to be in E. Kyle Walker is going to be in C tier. Not his greatest tournament for England. Obviously, some games he was playing out position at right centre half, but I feel like there was a couple of occasions in this tournament where he has been caught out. For that goal yesterday in the final, for the second goal, and against Switzerland as well, caught out in position. So not his greatest tournament, but still solid. Next up is Kieran Trippier. Now Trippier is going to go in D tier. It might be a bit harsh considering he's been playing out of position all tournament at left back or left wing back, and that technically isn't his fault, but still his performances have not been great at all. And we noticed a massive difference when Luke Shaw came back into the team, which I'll get onto later. Next up is John Stones. Now, going into this tournament, John Stones was one of my favourite players for England. I thought he was going to be an absolute rock at the back, and he was. He was decent. He's going to go in B tier. I feel like, once again, like Walker, his performances are not living up to his Man City standard, but still very, very solid. And his centre-back partner in Gahey is going to trump him and going to go in S tier. Gahey has absolutely had a breakout tournament. He's definitely going to be looking for a move from Palace maybe to definitely a top 4, top 6 club in the Premier League. He has been probably one of my players of the tournament for England. I was dead worried when he got suspended for that Switzerland game when Konza came in, but Gahey completely outshone everyone's expectations this tournament. Konza is going to go and beat it. Only appeared twice, one as a sub, one as a starter, and as a starter he played incredibly well, so he's going to go in B tier for me. Duncan Gomez is going to go in E tier, made no appearances whatsoever, and Luke Shaw is going to go in A tier. When he came in at left back, England looked completely different. Having a left foot on the left side was incredibly vital to the way that we wanted to play, and I feel like in the final he pocketed Yamal to very limited chances. Into the midfield then, we're going to go Conor Gallagher first in E tier. Don't rate Gallagher at all, he's just a ball of energy. No quality on the ball for me. Next up is Declan Rice. Going to go in B tier. I feel like Declan Rice had a very, very solid tournament. In the final, a bit frustrating in the final, just couldn't get to grips with the game it seemed. I had a great chance near the end to score a header. I had 2 opportunities. We've got Trent in midfield. He's going to go in D tier. Obviously, played the first 2 games in midfield. Didn't really go to plan and didn't really get utilised at right back at all. Scored his penalty in the penalty shootout. So maybe I could put him in C, but his performance in the midfield were not great at all. And he was outshone by Kobbie Mainoo. He's going to go in A tier. For a player that's played half a season of club football to come into Euro 2024 as possibly one of England's best players, one of England's shining lights, is very, very impressive from Kobbie Mainoo. The great composure, great understanding of the game, and I'm very excited to see what he can do in the future. Anna Morton's going to be E, made barely any appearances. Eze is going to go in C tier. Played out of position, came on, played left wing back, played right wing back, played in the midfield, played in the attack when he came off the bench, and did a very solid job, so no complaints from me about Eze. Gordon Bowen, E tier, played a little bit of football, but barely anything, not enough to impact any sort of game. This is a tricky one with me for Bellingham. I have got him in A tier, and he did score a goal to keep us in the tournament, so maybe he should be in S tier, but I feel like Bellingham's overall performances have not been great. He's come up in big moments, so maybe you could argue for S tier. I wouldn't be against that. Foden C tier. All round game has been okay for someone that's won the Premier League Player of the Season. You expect a lot better. No goals, no assists in this tournament. I don't know what goes on with Phil Foden when it comes to England. He's just not the same player that he is at Man City. Saka is going to go in A tier. Started the tournament off really slow, but as the tournament progressed, playing in that right wing back slot definitely brought him a new light and started playing incredibly well there. Scored a great goal against Switzerland. Next up is Palmer. He's going to go in S tier. Now, Palmer never started a game, but off the bench, he was absolutely ridiculous. Every time he'd come on, Palmer was exciting, always looking to make something happen. Great assist for Watkins for the goal against the Netherlands, and also scored in the final as well off the bench. And he is unbelievably exceptional in this tournament. Next up is going to be Tony in B tier. Got the assist against Switzerland. No, got the assist against Slovakia in the round of 16 for Kane's goal, and also scored his penalty against Switzerland. So big moments for Tony. Didn't really have too much of an impact other than them 2 moments. Didn't really get too many more minutes, should I say, for them 2 moments. What big moments they were. Watkins is going to go in S tier. Scored the goal to keep us in the tournament. Barely. That was his 4th touch, that goal. 4th touch, and your 4th touch is a goal to keep England and put England into the final of the Euros. So massive tournament for him after a great season with Villa. And then Harry Kane is going to go in D tier. Now, with Harry Kane, he had a very disappointing tournament. Scored 3 goals in total, but his all-round play was not up to speed. You can tell he's carrying an injury, playing through an injury. And for me, it's just a bit selfish. When you know you've got fully fit players on the bench like Watkins and Tony, surely they can do more than that. He didn't even look half fit, Kane. He just looked completely off it in general. And I feel like he did that for Spurs in the Champions League final, played it through an injury, and it cost him the game. And once again, for England, he's done exactly the same thing. If you have enjoyed, please drop a like. Let me know what you would change, who you would put in different tiers. Let me know in the comments below. If you have enjoyed, drop a like, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.